when I'm listening to a game, whether it's somebody who's just starting or somebody who's kind of been doing games a long time, or I'm listening to some of my own, I want to make sure that if I am just turning on the radio or just turning on the TV, within the span of a minute or two, I can be brought up to speed on kind of what's happening. Be it the basics, time, score, that kind of thing, the trend in the ball game. Is somebody looking to snap a losing streak, extend a winning streak? Kind of a game reset. I think in radio in particular today, we're in a situation where, bless the hearts of the people who bring radios to the games and listen to you, because that's the highest compliment they can pay you. That they want to be a part of the game and they're willing to listen to you to get all the, the soundtrack, so to speak. But those people who are, hypothetically hopping in and out of cars, walking through their house, even if you're doing a ball game on television, you're walking through your house, you hear, you want to be able to kind of bring people into the game. And even if they were to go away for a few minutes and come back, they would still feel a part of the game, even though they haven't been in the room for 10 minutes or hadn't been in the car for 10 minutes. So I'm always mindful of that, and I think that's an important piece. The other thing is being able to locate the game. If you're doing the game on radio, to distinguish left and right. I heard a play the other night where a guy actually said the guy passed the ball from the right wing to the right wing. Well, did he pass it 5 feet, 10 feet, 8 feet, that kind of thing? There's no harm in kind of rubbing the details out to a point where, it might not exactly be in the corner with a pass, but it might not be exactly up the sideline. But, you're distinguishing the ball moving on the floor. And, I think that's important too. I think the descriptiveness of our business has kind of waned off because more games are on television and people don't listen on radio as much. And I think you've got to try to remain as descriptive as you can to the point where you can keep people locked in with what exactly is happening. At least that's the radio answer. The TV answer is a little more complicated. But in radio, I think there's so many games on TV that there are radio announcers who fall into television descriptions sometimes, if that makes sense.